All right. So what's up, bro? In this video, I'm going to show you that the dream aesthetic physique, that physique with a V taper and, whatever for the female gaze and all that stuff is actually much simpler than you think it is. And one of the reasons why you keep falling into this is, and I've fallen into this, is this concept of physique inflation, where, of course, now with access to more performance enhancing drugs and social media and whatnot, a lot of fitness influencers or a lot of guys at the top on media are deceiving us normal people, us younger guys, into thinking that we need to achieve these Hercules-like bodies when they're not even natural. And that's one of the biggest deceptions we fall into. So in this video, I want to share with you in a very quick and honest way with no bullshit, what it truly takes to build an aesthetic physique, a lean physique, and get that V taper and a little bit of ab development in a simple way without obsessing and turning it into your sole identity. Being that guy that's only obsessed with the gym and has nothing else going for him, which is a big thing that we discuss. Anyhow, let's get into it. This is where I was ugly as fuck, bloated, inflammation everywhere, and now I've been able to fix that. For the past 18 days straight, I've been meditating every single day for 30 days, and my face is the cleanest it's ever been. I'm the calmest, most focused I've ever been. I feel great. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to get aligned to the identity in which getting this physique becomes more natural, effortless, and whatnot. So let's get straight into it. Now, in this video, in this photo that you're seeing on the screen, this is with great lighting. That, as you can see, that is a bit deceiving, right? So I'm about to show you what I look like in real life in my bedroom live, okay? So pay attention to that photo. It's incredible lighting. I've got shadows and everything. Now, just look at the screen right now. This is what I look like without a pump, without great lighting, without, all that kind of shit. I didn't work out today, okay? Check this out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and suck my abs in. You ready? 1, 2, 3. But as you can see, I've got a little bit of development here. We've got a bit of bicep game, and we've got a bit of tricep game, and decent shoulders. And now, when I put this shirt on, which is the most important thing about having an aesthetic lean physique, is fit and the correct style. When I put the shirt on, right, when I put this simple singlet on, and it's just simple, it's very simple. I got it for like $30. And then I team it up with this little, dog tag that I've got. Now, look at that. Now, sometimes I tuck it in, right? Now that fit makes me look more toned. It makes me look a bit bigger, right? Because my shoulders are popping out a little bit more. And so one of the things about building this physique is you need to actually present it with the correct outfits as well, as I've just demonstrated. But as you saw on the photo, on the video, the little live camera, it's quite deceiving. It's quite deceiving. So you don't actually need to be that jacked. What's more important, as I talk about on this channel for you returning guys, is what? Social magnetism, social charisma, social lifestyle setup, right? Having a life where you, for example, go to the gym, go to yoga, go to run clubs, go to cafes, restaurants, where you're organically meeting anyway. Maybe you've got dance classes, maybe you play in a band, or you go to music, whatever it is. You go to the beach, maybe you host and the highest level is hosting your own events, like leading a yoga class, leading a meditation class. That's what's the best way in actually meeting more people, because you could be this handsome, good-looking, physique, fit guy, but if you're not talking to women, or women aren't coming into your life organically, then what's the point? So let's get straight into it. Now, a couple of the things that we're going to mention is a lot of people think that getting to this point again is very complicated, but it's actually easier than you think, and you only need like 3 to 5 different sources of food. And so that is on this picture. All you need is beef mince, some eggs, a source of fat, and source of carbohydrates, clean carbohydrates. And if you eat this meal 2 to 3 times a day, you'll be, based on the portions here, that's around about 150 grams of beef mince or 200 grams of beef mince, 3 eggs, half an avocado, and some, carbohydrates, some fruits and vegetables here and there. You repeat this 2 to 3 times a day, you're going to be getting around about 200 grams of protein. You're going to be getting all the fats and the carbs that you need. And again, this is the system. So copy and paste this right now into your life, boys. This is exactly what I've been doing for the past 6-7 years. And honestly, I haven't even been working out that consistently. Like, I've fallen off in the past here and there. And now my biggest focus is business and content. I don't work out that often. So the thing is, once you get to this lean stage, then all you have to do is really maintain it for the rest of your life. Of course, be ambitious, build that next level of your physique, become bigger and more leaner and more, muscular. But guys, it really doesn't take that much. Again, let's just go back to that photo. This is again with pure great lighting, and I showed you on the video, it really does not take that much. Don't buy into the hype, okay? Don't buy into all that bullshit. Now, again, here's just a little bit of the actionable protocol. This is exactly like what I tend to eat per day, and it's all based on the 1 plate method. So I'll get 1 plate twice a day. I'll fill it with one of the following protein sources, and I'll do it by eye as well, like 200-300 grams. It doesn't really matter. Carbohydrates and fats, and always 4 eggs per minimum for proper hormone production and everything else. But guys, really, you eat these 4 to 5 different foods, and of course, you can replace, the protein with the carbs. One day you'll have tomatoes. The next, maybe you'll have rice if you don't, react badly to that. But if you want to know exactly the ancestral diet, the protocol, you can actually join our school community or apply to work with me one-to-one. But this is pretty much all you need, man. You eat this twice a day, you will shred fat like nothing else. And then I'm going to give you some daily habits towards the end. If you couple this with the daily habits, bro, I'm telling you, you are going to be unstoppable. You will lean down like crazy. You will build that V-taper physique. Everything will fall into line. But here is the information. Now let's jump into that full daily protocol. I'm around about 10 to 11% body fat right now, and I'm 24 years old, 6'1". And this is what I do every single day. On top of this, I will meditate for 30 minutes to 40 minutes per day as well. So that's a new habit that I've built. But 150 to 200 grams of protein, 4 eggs. I fast every single morning until I finish work, which is doing my videos, deep work. If I'm training, then I won't fast, and I'll eat some carbs around my gym session. So I'll have fruit and I'll have some honey. I'll have coconut water. It doesn't really matter what workout program you do, as long as you follow progressive overload and you go and show up consistently with enough rest, which again, if you need help, you can join the school community or work with me. I eat my last meal 3 to 5 hours before bed. I highly optimize for sleep. You have no idea. Like, I've got the glasses, I put, open my eye, all that. Look, I do a lot for sleep. I value sleep a lot. 3 to 4 liters of water per day, 10K steps per day, and maximizing sun exposure, which is a big part of actually becoming attractive as well. Sun exposure is really important for testosterone levels, also for your inflammation system to work and, fight the redness on your skin to become healthier, improve your immune system. Sun exposure is one of the most important things on top of this daily protocol. Now, on top of eating the good foods, as long as you're avoiding all of this shit, soy-related products, grains and legumes and nuts, seed oils, sugars, processed carbohydrates, chocolates, all that kind of shit that what's bad for you. You know what's bad for you from the packaging. If it's not single ingredient, avoid it. As long as you're doing all of this stuff, you will make progress, and you will make progress very fast. However, I will tell you this. It's probably not fucking information that you're struggling with. You know what to do. You know that fasting is good for you and eating steak and beef mince and all this stuff, yet you still struggle to actually implement it and stay consistent enough to see the change. You are struggling with the discipline simply because none of this shit feels natural to you. Everything feels so hard. There is so much resistance. There's so much mental battle when you want to go to the gym, or when you want to eat clean, or when you want to actually lock in and change your life. You've probably struggled to keep consistent with something like this for at least a month. And again, the issue isn't information, it's implementation and it's alignment. What do I mean by alignment? Simply, you don't feel like you're capable of living this lifestyle. That's all it is. Deep down inside your subconscious, and tell me if I'm right about this, deep inside, you don't feel like you are capable of doing this, or you don't feel like you're worthy enough of doing this. So because of that, everything feels hard for you. And then guess what? You come up with excuses as to why you can't do this. Oh, it's too hard, or it's this, or I'm too busy. It's not my focus. I don't need to. You come up with excuses. But all these excuses are excuses. At the end of the day, deep inside your subconscious, whether you want to admit it or not, there is a disconnect between who you are currently with all your bad habits, all your bad mannerisms, and who you want to be. And let me tell you, you know you have that potential in you. You know you have that potential in you. And you've tried in the past to make and take action. But again, the disconnect is a bit too much. What we need to do is we need to connect you with your dream identity today. And you do that through meditation and visualization, which is again what I've been doing every single day for the past 18 days. And that's why recording videos, talking in front of the camera, showing up and being disciplined and actually coming up with ideas for videos is so easy for me. Because technically, mentally, I've become the man worthy of being a YouTuber. And so my mind works in my favor rather than against it. And chances are your mind is your worst enemy. So if you're ready and you're finally finished of being fucked over by your old identity and your own mind, contact me, man, and let's work. Because again, as I will repeat all the time, it is not information that you lack, it's implementation and alignment. It's hard to make progress when you're alone at night with your thoughts and you have nobody to talk to, you have nobody to be accountable to, and you have nobody that can support you. And I guarantee you that's also true about your life, isn't it? You feel like you can't relate to anybody. You feel like there's nobody to keep you in discipline, in accountability and support. There's no one you can just talk to about your day-to-day progress. You can't share your wins. And I'm going to get you to that point where we work together, we solve your mindset, we solve everything. And essentially what I do is I tailor the program depending on what your goal is. So in my life, I've been able to achieve a few things like dating, like building this YouTube channel and actually taking action to, change my life in that sense. I've built the physique, I've built a few skills. So whatever your goal is, if I've done it, I will help you get there and I will personalize the program depending on what you need. But the most important thing again is implementation and alignment. The reason why it's hard to implement and take action is because you don't feel like you can take action. You don't believe in the action. And if you don't believe that you can change your life, you can't. And that's what's happening. You are constantly printing that belief in your mind. Whether you're conscious or unconscious of that belief, it doesn't matter. But chances are you have that belief where you believe you can't change your life, that it's just not meant for you. And you're just the one lucky guy who can't change. Well, I will prove to you that that is false and that you can change your life and it actually doesn't take much. As I've demonstrated to you, building this physique, it really doesn't take much, man. You eat the diet, you stick to the protocols, you work out consistently, and you keep a clean fasting routine, you will lean down. But the question is, are you ready to take action? I hope you are. Hope this has been helpful for you. Just before you go, here are a few video meals that I've mentioned. If you're a returning subscriber, you're kind of aware of this. As you can tell, this is more for the newer guys. But these are a few of the video meals that I eat. You can take a screenshot, pause it. This is a few of the others. As you can see, single ingredients everywhere, guys. I mean, sourdough bread, right? Sure, a few ingredients here and there, but it's sourdough bread. It's wheat, water, and yeast. We've got eggs, we've got steak, we've got avocados and cheese and tomatoes and cucumber and fruits, everything in between. Let's go, boys. I'll see you next time.